Hello there everybody, welcome to a first look of a new train simulator game on console. This being Trains Simulator World Tour, which is exclusive to Xbox Series. Let's launch the game, let's get straight into it. It sort of like starts up straight away, so we go straight into it. I want to say a big thank you to N3V Games for giving us a key to show this off, and also to Paul's. Paul from Train Simulator Driver, go check him out, link is below, who actually put us in touch with one of the developers for this game, who is also called Paul, who then very nicely gave us a key to show it off. So, yeah, here we are. This is Trains on the Xbox. So it's just loading. It literally goes straight into it. And I'll show the audio right now.
Let me be the first to
welcome
welcome you aboard. I bet you're excited to get started.
I am.
I remember my first day at the controls.
The CSX, there was like GP38 there or something.
Lightning struck a tree nearby and sent it crashing onto the
Yeah,
tracks
a new
ahead.
train sim on console.
As quickly as I
Big
could,
stuff.
I slammed on the brakes and skidded to a stop just in time.
And Trains as well, which is a long-running, established title as well.
You've got to be ready for anything.
I said literally go straight into it.
Rusty, are you banging on about one of your stories again?
Right, here we go. So I think we've got control.
I was just talking about my first day on the job.
There's
Awesome.
no time for stories. You need to get the newbie up to speed on handling a train.
So I've got all of the controls as well, which are very nicely being sent, because they're interesting controls. So I think it's going to get us into it. So use the left thumbstick to explore your surroundings. Okay, that's fairly straightforward. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, I can move that around.
If you stray too far from your train, don't panic. Simply tap the left bumper on your controller to teleport back to your last
Okay, yeah,
train.
all right, we can remember that.
Instead of moving, sometimes you'll just want to glance around. Use the right thumbstick on your controller to pivot and take in.
So as this is completely new to console, obviously the controls are very different. We'll do all of these tutorials and stuff, so we know exactly what to do. So focus on each navigation point. Okay, yeah. Well, that's easy so far.
This isn't the train you'll be driving today. So disembark from it by hitting the left
we can get out.
again. Here's something that'll help.
Oh, okay, it's like a drone cam.
Get a bird's eye view by tapping the down button on the D-pad several times to zoom out and see more of the map.
Wait, hang on. Down button on the D-pad. Oh wow, how far? Oh, okay, we're going a fair way out.
Clear overview of the surrounding area.
See the map?
To help easily find the train.
Okay, this is
If you zoom out
cool.
far enough, you get an overview of the entire route.
Let's do that then.
This highlights the track layout and certain objects.
Oh wow, this is nostalgic.
To zoom in, tap or press and hold the up button on the D-pad.
Okay, I'll do that.
When moving around, if you get close enough to a train,
let's go to there.
You can attach the camera. Make your way to the CSX GP38-2
let's try and find that then.
attached to those empty coal hoppers.
Where was that?
Once you're close,
left bumper.
To attach to the
hang
train.
on, we have to be close to it, don't we? Okay, oh, this is cool, isn't it? So it's down here. But this is quite nostalgic because the first ever train simulator game I owned, I think I actually got it off a relative. It was on CD. I don't know if I've still got the CD. I probably don't. I think I got rid of it. I think it's gone somewhere. But I had Trains 2006. That was actually the first ever train sim I owned. Trains 2006 on disc. Now, yeah, I very much remember the maps being like this. Well, I'm pretty certain. Right, let's zoom into our CSX, and it is a GP38. Now, this is quite early access. This game comes out on the 24th of October. In the UK, it's going to cost £33.49. Now, you're probably wondering, that's quite a random price. But then it's, as it's an Australian developer, I think in Australia it's 39 Australian dollars 99 pence. So it's sort of the converted price is, well, £33.49. And you can pre-order it now. Again, it's only on Xbox Series. Right, and we can attach to the train. There you go.
You'd like to see inside the cabin.
I do.
To zoom into the driver's seat, press and hold the up button on the D-pad.
This is cool. It's so cool to have a new train sim on console. As I mean, at the moment, all we've got is well, Train Sim World, which is a fantastic game. Love Train Sim World, but it's nice to have something different and also like a big simulator game. Right, what are we doing? Keep tapping. So basically zoom in. Okay, that makes sense.
It's time
Oh,
for a guided tour
hello.
on operating the train.
Okay.
First up, we need to locate the reverser. This allows you to set the direction that the locomotive
That's
will drive.
what down here, isn't it?
Currently,
Reverser.
the locomotive is in neutral. The X button will cycle between the throttle and reverser mode.
Okay.
Tap the X button until you enter reverser mode.
Oh, look at the HUD as well. Look down the bottom. Like, yeah, look, you see, oh, that's cool. It's so weird seeing like the different HUD as opposed to what we know already in, say, Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic. Right, okay. So X is to...
Now that the reverser is selected, use the right trigger to move the reverser into the forward position.
Oh, okay.
When pressure builds in the brake cylinders, the locomotive's brakes are applied. We now want to release the train brakes.
Train brakes.
Press the Y button to enter train brake mode.
I'm glad I actually have some sort of knowledge of these trains now. So you've got what the automatic brake there and the loco brake down below. So where do we see what ones we've changed?
Now that the train brake is selected,
highlights.
tap the right bumper several times to release the brakes and wait for the brake cylinder pressure to reach 0.
Okay.
The brakes are released. Now it's time to get moving.
And I know you're probably wondering, oh, UK route? There is a UK route on here. It's the Scottish East Coast Main Line from Edinburgh all the way to Dundee. So you go over the Forth Bridge, the Tay Bridge, but we'll get to that. There'll be lots of videos on here. Right. Okay. So cycle from throttle mode to reverser mode. Okay. So X is the sort of...
Excellent. Use the right trigger to increase the throttle to position 1 to start the train rolling.
So just to sort of see, so X is to change what mode we're in. So reverser. So if we do like the buttons now, it will change it reverse, neutral, forward. Press X again. We're now in throttle mode. Okay, right, got it.
Nice work. Let's build up a little speed, shall we? About 10 miles an hour should keep you within the speed limit.
I sort of want to go outside again. Can we get outside? Okay, that's how you zoom in. Okay, you can zoom in quite a bit. Right, I think 10 miles... I assume that's the speed limit, 10 miles an hour. You can see it on the little speedo there. Hope the points are set already, or we're in trouble. And again, thanks to N3V Games, and also very notable mention to Train Simulator Driver.
Increases and decreases the amount of power.
Yeah, very nicely offered to, well, let us get in contact with N3V.
You'll be putting more power to the wheels, allowing you to accelerate faster.
Okay, cool.
Reducing the throttle with the right bumper decreases power and can slow the train on level or uphill.
And again, this is on Xbox at Series X.
It's best to make small changes to the throttle, moving it 1 or 2 notches at a time. Try and stay within the speed limits by working the throttle. You can also use the brakes.
Right, so let's just sort of get comfortable with the control. So you've got the dynamic brake there as well, which I don't think we can use at the moment. How do we get to the brake? Oh, we've got a radio. Y, wasn't it? Y was for brake. So what can we change? Train brake? Yeah. Loco brake, dynamic brake. Got it. Okay, I'm getting it. So we can use the dynamic brake if we wanted to, although we're going, I think, uphill at the moment. So let's just sort of pop the loco brake on, just to sort of see how it works. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, got it. And then I want to go to, say, power, so throttle. Got it. We're getting the hang of it. Someone's talking on the radio, probably ordering a Mackey's or something. And there's also, I think, an Australian route on here as well.
Out of the cab using the up and down buttons on the D-pad at any time. Tap and hold the down button to get out of the cab
right,
view.
okay.
Likewise,
yeah.
tap and hold the up button to get back in the cab.
Brilliant. Feels so weird sort of being able to see like the very edges of the map. It's so far out.
Is the track profile. It has a lot of useful information. It can tell you about any upcoming speed changes.
So we hold it.
The status of each
Get back in.
ahead.
Got it.
If you're approaching a hill climb or a downhill run, upcoming stations, and more. Today, let's just focus on using the track profile to keep to the correct speed.
Lots of information to go through as well about this. Yeah, lots of information.
push and hold the right thumbstick down. Make sure you blow the horn when you start the train moving or when approaching.
You could have told that, mate. You could have told us that when we did start moving. There's the horn. And it's also probably a very big question. Is this going to come to PlayStation? I don't know. I mean, I'd assume that's probably what they want to do. I'm sure Paul at N3V might be able to provide a better answer than that. But I assume they probably would want to bring it to PlayStation as well. Maybe it's going to be a bit like Train Sim World. Train Sim World originally went to Xbox to begin with. It was like the Founders Edition. And it was on Xbox for a few months just, I suppose, to sort of see how it did. Because I think it is easier to get games onto Xbox than it is PlayStation. Especially to sort of tweak stuff and change stuff. I think it's easier on Xbox. So maybe it'll be a similar story.
Today to load your coal hoppers. In order to get there, you'll be heading up and over past Peabody Lumber.
Peabody Lumber.
There's a 2% grade coming up. This means you'll want to increase your
throttle to coming out, look at that.
Your speed up the incline.
Is that a 20 mile per hour limit as well?
First hill. Be sure to stay within the speed
limits. 20 miles an hour. Mean.
Here's a handy tip. You can press and hold the X button to quickly release all brakes,
that's a good one,
engage forward traction, and switch to throttle mode.
Oh, that
And here's another handy tip.
Yeah.
You can press and hold the Y button to apply the emergency train brake.
That's also handy to know. Right, so we probably want to slow down. Actually, no, let's just naturally let it come down. We have got a 20 mile per hour limit coming up. You can see, I mean, the HUD is sort of quite cool. It's like a track monitor, I suppose. Sort of just down below. So that's coming up in 0.12 of a mile. We're already at 20. Let's... Oh, crap, not that one. What was it? That one. There you go. Let's get a bit of throttle on. Because otherwise we're going to lose speed and get stuck, which would be embarrassing on our first run. So let's try not to do that. I'm going to try the little thingy again. You can go out of... Look at this. That was like a plane now. Oh my god. Okay, you can go quite far up. Look at that. That's a weird thing to do, but it's so cool. That all that up here. Let's go back. Right, so we do that. Tap the D-pad. Uh-oh, we're speeding. No, don't speed. There we go. Whistle board. Okay, right, let me get some more information up, because there's so much to go through. I mean, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. So first of all, I'm just going to go through sort of the basic information about the game, what you get on the Xbox edition. Because the Xbox edition is very much a watered down version of Trains on PC. But just for now, they obviously want to add to it. So let's see, so step into the driver's seat and embark on an epic train driving experience built exclusively for console gamers. Trains Simulator, oh hello, there's our colleague up there, what mate? Takes you across 4 stunning locations in 3 countries, spanning the rugged landscapes of the USA.
Oh, I remember my first hill climb like it was yesterday. We were hauling a heavy load, and it was the middle of the day, and boy was it hot. The kind of uncomfortable heat where you were reluctant to lean on anything in fear of 3rd-degree burns. And as we made our way up the 6-degree incline, I could feel the wheels start to slip.
Rusty, I can hear you through the two-way radio. Stop exaggerating about things that never happened and get back to
work.
work.
The voiceovers, they're very
Well, you know what they say. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
They're very community-focused N3V.
Remember,
so the voiceovers
X button
actually
for
are
throttle,
of like
Y
members
button
in
for
their
train
community.
brake, right bumper and right trigger for changing the values of the mode you're in.
So we're going to go down the other side, aren't we? That's going to tell us to use the brakes. We're using dynamic brake for going downhill. Right, what we're saying, yes. So you've got coal country. These are like the maps you get with routes inspired by railroad locations. So you've got coal country, the USA. That might be the one we're doing now. West from Denver, USA, prototypical. The Scottish East Coast Main Line. That's going to be the one I'm sure a lot of you are interested in. From Edinburgh to Dundee, prototypical. And this is the cool one. It is Barnsdale to Orbost in Australia. There is an Australian game, an Australian route in the game, which makes sense because N3B are based in Australia. But what I didn't realise was N33 actually are quite a small company. I thought TRAINZ was quite a big, you know, I thought it was a big company behind it.
You'll see various types of nav points throughout the game.
But yeah, N33 are very much a niche
nav point means to
developer,
proceed forward along the path
small-scale
you're
developer.
heading. There are many other types of nav points to look out for. Keep an eye out as they help give directions on the task you're currently working towards.
Cool. Right, so hang on. What does that symbol mean? I suppose just probably go there. Any more chatter on the radio? We've got 30 coming up. So let's have a look.
You're coming up to Peabody Lumber. There's still an uphill climb, so keep the throttle on until the grade starts to level out.
Not just yet. Now, I assume prototypical means like how it sort of would be in real life. So yeah, Edinburgh to Dundee. I actually was watching Paul drive that one, Train Simulator driver. Again, link below for his channel. He's a cool guy, very cool guy. Yeah, and I think it took him like 2 hours or so to get from Edinburgh to Dundee. So I think that is the full scale main line. Set a few years back with Intercity. Up we go. So you've got 16 gameplay sessions to master with 4 unique gameplay sessions per route. You'll command a total of 16 immersive challenges, begin your journey hauling coal in the US before heading to the UK's historic railways and finally over to rural Down Under. So yeah, I suppose it's sort of progression based, so you'll start here, then we'll then go over to the UK and then over to Australia.
Coming up is a downhill run. You should throttle off completely and engage the dynamic brake.
What was the brakes again?
Use the right bumper to set the throttle to 0, which is known as the idle position. Use the Y button to cycle to the dynamic brake mode.
You already knew to do that.
Engage the dynamic brake by pressing the right trigger.
At the moment we're still losing speed, aren't we? I don't know, how long of a train are we? We weren't that long, were we? We got some traction on the back as well. Whether they're actually connected to this one. Okay, so we're about to start our downhill descent, which is rather steep. So let's see, so these are all of the locomotives we have in the game at the moment. So you've got the GP38-2 and CSX, there's also Union Pacific as well. I don't know how you pronounce that, or what company that, I don't know what company that is. The C&O 284 Kanawha Steam. So whatever that is. Steam locomotives aren't really my area of expertise. You've got the, the foreign ones, but you've got the BR9F Evening Star, which actually is on the front cover of the game.
You can now increase the dynamic brake with the right trigger and use the traction motors to slow down the train. This is a very efficient way to slow down a train and reduce wear and tear on its brakes.
Our brakes are working.
If you need more braking power, you can increase the dynamic brake with the right trigger.
Doing it ahead of you.
If you need to reduce the amount of braking power, use the right bumper.
We will do.
There is a speed limit reduction up ahead. Be sure to control your train to keep your speed within the upcoming speed indicated.
Okay, well, come back down.
If at any time the dynamic brakes are not enough to slow your train, you can cycle to the train brakes using the Y button and apply them.
Right, that's coming down. You've got the HST, Class 40. I didn't realize that was in the Class 47, the UK ones. And the Amtrak P42 DC with the Superliner cars, the CSX SW 1500 switcher, you've got the Class 08 shunter, so UK, the VRT Class diesel, the T-Class diesel, the VR K190 Steam, and that's just the start. So there's a lot, there's a lot, including sort of the base package. Go on the external cam. Lovely. Cool. But no, it's a very community-focused game. So on PC, you've got like massive editor tools, like a really advanced editor, which is easily accessible. So you've got a lot of community-based content on PC. And I believe their future plans for this game are to bring creation tools to console as well. And also there's even multiplayer on PC as well. And multiplayer route building as well. Again, I think all of these are sort of ambitions, things they want to bring in future to the console edition. So it's only going to get better and better as time goes on. So you may be thinking at the moment, or at the end of today, once we finish this, like, oh, what can we do? But more is going to be added as time goes on. This is again sort of their first step onto console. That's come to 20 now. Oh, that was a bit of a later bank over to this. Oh, we've got to stop here. Let's try and do that. Just on this little marker here. They'll have to get the other train from here as well, probably.
To avoid rolling down the hill,
hang on.
I think we might just apply the train brake.
Hang on. Close a lock. Oh, I think
now
maybe
that
they
the
did
train
that.
has come to a complete stop,
Okay.
and the train brake has been applied, it's time to change the junction up ahead.
Okay.
To change the direction of a junction, use the left and right
just
D-pad
that.
buttons.
Okay.
Press the right D-pad button to
Just
switch
it.
the direction of the closest junction in front of our train to the right.
Well, that's easy.
Great!
Oh.
You can now use
Okay.
the Y button to cycle to the train brake,
Yeah, I think it
then
locked
use
our
the right
controls
bumper
there,
to
so it's
release
just like we
it.
can't move, can't release them. But I think it done it automatically. Right, throttle mode.
Use the X button to cycle to the throttle,
go.
and press the right trigger to start moving again.
Right, we're off. It's up to 15. Oh, should probably blow the horn as well. Right, yeah, let me quickly go back to the email I got sent. Yeah, so as I said, it's their first step of bringing trains to console, so it is only going to get more and more and more and more. And over time, they're going to expand those creative tools onto the console platform, setting trains apart from other sims on the platform. As we are going to mention TSW here, I doubt we'd ever see the editor on. Oh, this is a bit fast. I doubt we'd ever see the. Editor on console for TSW. So that's sort of only one of the unique points of this game on console, is you're going to have creation tools on console. But again, that's one of the main things about trains, is community generated content.
At the end of this line, you'll
That's all
reach
it thrives
Gilbert's
off on
Yard.
PC. Let's see, there was another thing on here as well. Yeah, big plans to bring all the major desktop features to console over time, including world building and our new TRAINZ living railroad system. Now, that's the short for that's TLR. Now, what I can make of what that is, from someone who doesn't really know trains, is that's going to be a bit like how the TSW system is, where you have like a world. So it's basically you'll spawn into a route and there'll be lots of trains running around all over the place, and you'll be able to get in and control that one and follow the schedule of it. There'll be dynamic, that's how I can. Someone who doesn't know trains, that's
You
how
can
I.
focus the camera on any part of your
Oh, yeah.
train, all while
TLR
maintaining
sounds
full
to me.
driving
It sounds
control.
a bit like
Move
service
the
mode on
left
TSW.
thumbstick in the direction of the train car you want to focus on.
Because at the moment,
This
yeah,
will
it
move
seems to
the
be more
camera
missions
along the
and
train.
stuff like that.
It's handy when you need to see
Again,
other
to
parts of the
begin
train
with.
besides the locomotive you're in.
Not sure what engine this uses for graphics. Again, I don't think it's meant to be sort of realistic graphics, which is more sort of TSW. That looks pretty realistic. I think it's more meant to be like games like Railroad, stuff like that, where it's not, real. It still looks pretty decent. Gilbert's Yard. yeah, I think we can be honest, graphically it's not anything realistic, but I don't think it's meant to be. I think it's meant to, yeah, a bit like the games like other railroad and stuff like that. It's not meant to be photorealistic. Just the graphic style of it. It's different. Rough handling. Cheers. I've got 5 miles an hour that can come out, and actually it must be a red light as well.
I want you to reduce your speed as you make your way under the coal loader. The speed limit here is 5 miles per hour.
Oof.
Slowly pull the cars under the coal loader
10?
to fill up each coal hopper.
Right, braking mode. There we go. We're not going. Let's use the train brake for now. Put that down. Is the other point set? Can we make sure they're set? Oh, I think that. Well, I think they're set too. Hang on, no, not. Hang on. Oh no, wrong thing. Let's go. Right, let's quickly go on the outside again. I've got a keyboard plugged in, so I might try that in a second to see if it does anything. This is.
I guess you guys coming out the south all the way over?
We will be on the south all the way over.
Yeah, that's fine.
Radio chatter.
Give me a heads up on Flanagan, please.
There's that
This is light calling Flanagan. Very good. CS 3048 north of.
There you go. What's everyone think so far? It's about been half hour already almost. It's gone quick. Again, this comes out on the 24th of October. Oh, hang on. Train brake. Yeah, do. Back to throttle. I'm usually absolutely pants at doing these things. I end up going too fast and it doesn't do it fully. Was that done here? Was that, oh no, there we go.
That's 1 hopper loaded.
That's
Continue
one
to
of
fill
many.
the rest of the coal hoppers.
Nice.
If you miss loading a coal hopper, you'll need to reverse the train to get back to the coal loader.
Cool,
To
yeah.
do this, use the X button to
Guy
cycle
just,
to
like, walking
reverse
around the yard there.
and put the train
Does
in
it even
reverse.
work here?
Once in reverse, cycle
Really?
to throttle
Looking up
mode
and down.
and give it a little throttle to move the train slowly through the coal hoppers.
That's what we're doing, mate. That's literally what we're doing. We're being nice and steady here. I ain't screwing it now because I have to roll back to get one. Nice and slow. Keep saying rough handling. Is that me? Rough handling? And there will be questions, and I'm sure probably people are already thinking, is this competition for Train Sim World? I wouldn't say so, no, they're sort of 2 different things. And I'd say if you like train sims, you'll probably end up getting this anyway. Because it's another train sim on console. So we've probably then got to shunt it around, haven't we? Right, I assume that's for B.
Well done.
Oh, cheers,
Only
mate.
1 coal hopper left to fill.
He's happy with us.
Nice
haven't we?
work.
Was
We're
it
going to need to
L?
take these back to Richmond
there we
Yard
go.
where we first started. Let's
It's
have a
all
short
detached from
break.
it.
Once you're feeling refreshed, we'll head to the other end of the train to switch locomotives and start our
Is
way
that like
back.
mission 1 done?
I'm keen to see how you handle the weight of a full coal train.
Oh, they're in like the free cam now. It's
I remember
quite easy to
my
control.
first day driving a fully loaded coal train to this
Yeah.
very spot.
Yeah, keep going and it'll be the last
is
day you
fast?
remember.
Oh, look at that, 5 stars. I'm like a... Oh, and there's trophies as well. Diesel train expert, game score 100. That's cool. We've mastered diesel engines. Cheers. That's it. Right, next. Right, off we go. I'm just going to mute that. I'm not sure if that music is copyrighted. Right. We're back.
There's been a change of plans.
Uh-oh.
Rusty, can you take these coal hoppers back to Richmond yourself? I've got another job for the new guy.
All
I
right.
need both of you to make your way down to the junction at the bottom of this branch line. Once you get through the junction and get clear of it, stop and decouple the rear locomotive so the new guy could jump in.
Are we the new guy?
At that point, Rusty, you drive this train back to Richmond Yard. Newbie, you take the
probably
rear
will say that as
locomotive
well.
and head to Parker's yard and wait for further instructions.
Newbie.
Wow, driving solo already. Try and remember your train controls, as it seems I'm not going to be around to tell you too much more today.
Throttle mode.
All right, let's get moving.
That was X,
Put it into
wasn't it?
forward,
So,
release the brake,
forward.
and give it a little throttle.
It doesn't seem like you have to do all the different bits and pieces like the generator field and the brake modes and stuff. So it's fairly straightforward. Train brake, we'll get that. Oh, not that. That's not the one. In fact, we'll try and get a nice photo actually. Yeah, there we go. How do we take photos on Xbox? Literally, the Xbox usually just sits here gathering dust. So I don't really play flight sim. Can we get like the headlights on? See, there's like different menus and stuff. Let's get them a couple of shots. The menus. So let me quickly get the controls up again. Which I did have up. Driving controls. System menu. That's really what we want. Oh, that's your settings, right? Settings and stuff. Utility menu. Lights. Here we go. Lights. There we go. Sound readouts. Controller guide. Decouple. Bell. Okay, cool. Right, that's simple. Let's get another little shot. How do we go up? Oh, this is we're sort of like on the ground at the moment. Right, just need to get a couple of shots. Just so we can try and make some sort of thumbnail. Now, again, it's been uploaded to NetX, but I just want to take a photo. Take a couple. There we go. Another one. Cheeky photo. We'll get everyone on this side. It probably looks best. Right, so we need to get back into the train. There you go, L1. Or whatever it is, LT on Xbox. And okay, I'm just trying out some of the different cameras and etc. Okay, right, there we go. Right, so train brake needs to come off. Throttle. There we go. Achievement points are set, hopefully. We're off. Right, let's get back in the cab, which was what hold the D-pad up button. So we can set that, brakes, yeah. We've been through most things, I think. Let's see. So this is
at the bottom of this branch line. There's a signal before the bridge. Make sure it's green before you proceed.
Losing things here, aren't we? That's our like 5 stars gone. Damn it! I was like the best CSX driver ever. Yeah. Apparently, it's been 3 years in the making to get it on console. So sort of, yeah, as Paul said, they've sort of had to draw a line in the sand. Sort of get something out on console. Cool. Right, back to that. There we go. Yeah, hopefully it's looking alright and running fine and sounding alright. Let's go out of here. So it said there was what 4 missions. So 4 missions, then we'll get onto the UK route and then onto the Australian route. So we'll try and work through all of it. In this video, I'll probably go for about an hour or so, so we'll probably end up doing maybe this, and we'll see what does next. Taking a good look. Right, speed up a bit. Lots to learn. Oh, stop before red signal. Wait till it turns green to proceed. We can do that. Well, maybe. We are going downhill here, so let's get the dynamic brake on. Which is not doing
There's
much.
a red signal up ahead.
Yeah,
Take it
I'm
nice
trying
and
to slow
slow so you
down.
can stop before the red signal. Once the signal turns green, you can continue on up the hill.
Where's the red signal? Around here. Oh, yeah, around here. Right, change the brake types. Takes a little bit of getting used to, a bit of a knack to it. Dynamics soon come back on. Speeding. We're not getting 5 stars for this. I want 5 stars. I want to see the red light first. Where are you? Right, dynamic off. That's what you got on the outside. There it is.
Is that you making your way down from Gilbert's, Rusty?
That's him down
Hey,
there.
Chuck, did you just come from Richmond?
Yeah, I'm making my way down to Parker's.
Oh, stop here.
Not sure if you've met the new guy,
It's all right,
but
yeah.
he's heading that way also.
I'm not stopping at Parker's today, but I'm sure we'll bump into one
Okay,
another.
let's get that off. Throttle mode.
The signal's now green. You can continue up the hill and stop where indicated. You might need to give it some throttle as the train
yeah.
is pretty heavy.
Wait, so we're fully loaded now, aren't we? Yeah, it's come out of there. So it seems to be licensed. We've got, CSX on here. And like Union Pacific as well. When we get onto the Australian stuff, that's going to be like, what we doing? So we might have to get the helping hand of train sim driver. Helps out there a bit. Right, give it some welly. We'll go up to 20 as well in a second, which is nice. Rough handling, how dare I say that. We're the best. Stop on the hill.
Stop up ahead and apply the train brake so you can decouple the rear loco, and I'll be on my way.
Alright mate, you just abandon us. First day on the job and he's like, oh, I'm off. They trust us too much already. Maybe that's probably not a good idea. Cool. So again, out on 24th of October. And I suppose you actually see the horn like coming down, the horn lever. Yeah, 24th of October. This comes out for £33.49 if you're in the UK. You can pre-order it as well.
3536. Got that on.
I also like to maybe change the engine number from the TMBL 4000 to read the TMBL.
Alright, stop here, just let it come down naturally. That's just a bit rolling down the hill.
Okay. Decouple the rear locomotive using the menu button and selecting decouple mode.
Decouple mode, that was...
When in decouple mode, use the left and right D-pad buttons to toggle the nearest coupler in the specified direction.
Left and right, hang on.
Got it here.
Then use right and left to toggle the couplers.
You take the rear locomotive to Parker's, and I'll drive this train back to Richmond Yard.
Alright mate.
Good luck.
I don't... We did summit and decouples.
First time in the cab on your own. How exciting. Don't worry, I'll give you some guidance if you need it.
We don't need guidance.
You'll need to change the junction so you can make your way down to Parker's yard. Good work.
Boom. We knew what
Now
we was
follow
gonna do.
this line all the way to the yard and
Hang
park the
on, not
loco
that
there.
one. Hang on, aren't we meant to take that with us?
Oh. Did you see one? I mean, there's
Aren't we meant to take
still one there.
that with us?
Did you see one go by where you'll follow the main? Over.
Have we uncoupled the wrong thing? I thought we were meant to be taking the coal. Right, maybe not. Let's just leave that behind. No one sees that.
You don't have to leave it. That's what I have to do.
Maybe we're not taking that.
Yeah.
I thought the guy was taking the locomotives off and then we were taking the train, but yeah, we'll leave. I'm sure it would probably say you've done the wrong thing. I hope it does. So that's cool, look, you can change that sort of as you go along. Nice and sort of straightforward, I suppose. Dynamic rate. Do that one. I'm pretty sure we were meant to say that coal, but I don't know, maybe we weren't meant to. So if it gets in, it says you need to unload, well, we're screwed. But I just say just go to the main yard and wait for further instructions. So let's go on to the the map again. So if you come right out, unless you just D-pad all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, eventually it then sort of just does that. Sort of a proper top-down view. So we can then detach from the loco. Yeah, roaming cam. So we're going down to Parker, yeah, Parker here. Yeah, so look, we've got a few trains heading about. It's quite cool, I like this view. It's cool. Right, attach the train, and then zoom in again. Quite a unique view, a very unique view.
Make sure to keep an eye on the track profile to make sure your next signal isn't red. If it is, make sure you stop before entering the upcoming block.
I don't think it is red, so we're alright. It's flat here, I'm flattish. Okay. No, we'll work through the missions per video. I suppose after the first look, we'll just sort of keep going and going and going until we see all the routes and all of the missions. So, I mean, yeah, what was it, 16 or so missions? So, I suppose we'll just do each one. And again, there'll be quite a few videos on this, so it's not going to be like a one-off video. There'll be quite a lot on here because it's a new train sim on console, which doesn't really ever happen. So that is exciting. Got a 30 mile an hour limit coming up. We got yellow as well, and you can see the red. I assume that's the red in the distance. Right, let's get a bit of speed on. I think it said it was going to go up to 30. Or maybe not. Maybe it's still 20. Oh, it's still coming up. Here's the 30 here.
Here's the 12.
Oh, then we got 15 coming out in a second. I want to get a bit of speed on us. I quite like the little track map below though.
Detector milepost 26.4. Main 2, no defects.
Main 2, no.
Repeat, no defects. Total axle
Right, into the
2,
tunnel
4.
we go. And down to 15. Right, loco brake. Yeah, it's flat. Just use that along here. I assume the points are set. There you go. Points are set. Across we go. Yeah, 15 miles an hour. It's a bit slow, isn't it? As we come to Parker's Yard. Oh, sorry, but then tells us to like uncouple the wagons behind us. It's like, what wagons? Yeah, I forgot I took them. That's Parker's Yard. Oh, well, coming up now. Thanks, you've got Parker Station as well. Fossils, get a bit of that on. Cool. Oh, hang on, no, we're speeding. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No, not that one. We're going to use the loco brake idea. Yeah, we ain't getting 5 stars. We got 2 stars so far.
Now that you've reached the yard, pull up next to those tankers.
Assume the points are set. Yeah, looks like it. Cool. Here in the USA. So this must be that coal county map then, this one. So we've got the coal and... So this one is... Let me quickly go back to the store. I think this was a fictional one, this one. Yeah, Coal County, USA. I assume that's what this one is. And then west from Denver must be what the Union Pacific one. That would make sense. Loco brake. Let's get that on. Coming to a stop. Terror. This has literally come out at the perfect time though. I mean, as of recording this, I mean, tomorrow's my last work day, then I've got 9 days off. So, yeah.
I need you to head over to that CSX GP40-2 with the full coal hoppers.
Alright, so how do we do that?
You'll be taking that one back to Richmond Yard. But before you leave, though, I'll need you to collect those tank cars.
Well, hang on, so we're leaving this train behind. So let's, well, I suppose, try and deactivate this train the best we can. So, set that to... Okay, let's set it to neutral. You can't set it to neutral. So, detach from this train. Right, there you go. So, but that's now, like, not our train. That's just back to the gate. And then this train here.
Drive forward and stop up ahead, and I'll change the junctions for you. Once the junctions are switched, you can slowly reverse in and couple to the tankers.
Just sort of switch between. You have to be quite. Don't go too fast on it. Like literally, that's a tap. Ready? There we go. Flying, just literally very gentle on the stick. Hey, can we attach to the wagon? We have attached to the wagon now. Back to the train. Hang on, are we on the train? Hang on. There you go. Right, let's go in. Right, couple your trains to the tankers. So make sure the points are set. So we're going right. That goes to forward. Train brake can come off. No, hang on. No, not that. Right, there we go. I keep pressing L1, which is the TSW release brake, so it's a bit different on it. I should really have the belt on as well, should be ready for in the yard. GP40 this one. There's our driver there, got a lady driving for this one. I don't think there is any character customization. Look at that, sort of, they're probably swaying, aren't they? Swaying side to side. Oh, hang on. Are we meant to have all this behind? I thought we were a bit heavy. I thought it was just the light locos, but no. It wants us to stop all the way over there. Oh yeah, still let me go back. That makes sense. So yeah, this is the second loco we're doing. It's the almost GP38. Fun fact about the GP40, a Train Sim World fact this is. GP40 actually used to be in Train Sim World. It was part of the Northeast Corridor. What was like an old bridge there? It was part of the Northeast Corridor New York route. As the deluxe edition for the old original Train Sim World. Right, train brake. Let's get that on. And it never came over to TSW2. There we go. Stop. And then to throttle mode.
Reverse slowly and couple to the tank cars.
Reverse slowly, I'll try.
Remember, you can use your left thumbstick to move up and down the train. You might want to make your way to the rear of the train to easily make the connection.
So it stays attached to the train. Okay, that's good. Right, but let's get the belt off now. Surely people can see the train. Brake mode. Brakes. No, not that's the wrong one again. Brakes can come off. And throttle. So we might need to set the points as well here, unless they've automatically changed for us. I mean, that should be set to the right, PR9. It's cool though, isn't it? It is cool. And again, really happy to have another train sim game on console. And, well, being Trains, it's obviously a very well-established brand as well, title. I think Trains, I think it was what, 25 years or so it's been sort of in the making. Not obviously this version of the game, but Trains as a whole. It's got a long time. Oh, hang on. They set the wrong way. I know they got set automatically. Okay, good.
Yeah, so. Come on in, track 5. Drop your conductor off at the north end.
Choose right.
Cut the power off with Hang and Fred there at the north end.
Radio chat. I wonder if that's real life radio chat. Or like, as in recorded from real life recordings.
We'll be out there to take the power off and follow you guys down through 5. Yeah, that's
right,
correct.
We'll stop
and,
just before.
You'll hang a Fred there at the north end as well.
And just go straight into it. Right, stop. Back to throttle and just a little bit of power. Hang on. Not that way. Tiny bit of power.
0.1.
Yeah, we don't want to crash into these, otherwise there's going to be a big bang.
Defects. Repeat, no defects.
No defects.
Axle.
Say
You also need to couple to the locomotive you drove here. Okay, now move forward again and stop up ahead.
Right.
I'll switch the junctions so you can reverse and couple to the loco.
Right, so that goes to forward. Brakes can cut. Oh, brakes are already off. Okay, so hang on. But not now. Throttle. That's all coupled. Right, forward we go. Oh, yeah, let's get the headlights on as well. those on. Lights. There we go. Put those on like that. There we go. In fact, can we get another photo again? What's the what did we do before? Not that. Was it the cab we set before? It sort of took us into almost like a free cam. What was it? There we go. What's the sort of out running about here? A few screenshots. Alright, let's get back in. Nice. Yeah, what does everyone think? We're going to be going for about 50 minutes now, so we'll probably complete this mission. And that will then be it for the first look. Again, you have to progress through the missions to get onto the next route, which fortunately for us is the UK route. And yes, I think so there was 4 missions per route, so it's quite good. I suppose it sort of makes you play these other routes, because otherwise we would have gone straight to the UK route. So it's sort of quite good in a way. It sort of gets you to play these ones as well, to sort of get to understand them. A bit of progression needed. Right, go up to the marker and then go and get the other loco, and I assume then that's for the end of that mission, then it will tell us to go up the hill in the next one. Okay, all the way back. Nice braking sounds. Right.
Reverse slowly and couple to the loco.
Well, they've been set already for us.
You can always detach from the train with the right bumper and roam around for a better angle, then attach back to the train when you're done.
What was that? Right bumper? I think we did that anyway. Right. Back we go. Bit of power to get it moving. Can we get any wheel slip? Full power. Right, not that we can notice down here. Right, we're going to get these attached. The points will set automatically for us again. Very nice of whoever's doing that. Is Terra a real company?
Sounds good. Thank you, over.
Thank you, dispatcher.
I'm going to pick that one up. And yeah, I assume it will then probably tell us, yeah, to go up the hill or something. Once we've got these all attached.
After that mover, you're going to be able to get the flight fare reservation.
There we go. Yeah, this is from the Xbox Series X. We're showing this.
You're right behind.
Not sure how it would run on Series S. I think it did actually mention, well, Paul, N3B Paul did mention something about Series S. I will try and find. Let's quickly just keep an eye out on what we're doing here, though. Series S. Yeah, nice and steady. There's something about Series S on here somewhere, sorry. Right, and then, hang on, throttle, and just a little bit of power, just to get us, oh, here we go, so yeah, texture streaming, most noticeable on Series S texture streaming is to balance a combination of large worlds, free camera movement and community-driven assets within console memory limits. We are working on a fix for one of the most obvious texture streaming issues when jumping in and out of the cab on Series S. Are we coupled to it? Or do we have to go into our special?
That looks to be everything. Time to head up and over the pass, which will take you back to Richmond. This train is going to be a lot heavier than the one you drove here.
Yeah,
You'll need to be extra careful with your train handling on the inclines and declines.
I'll try. Wishful thinking, right, forward. And full power. Right, here we go. Cool. Right, we are on the way. So we've got that massive gradient ahead of us now. Good luck to us. Let's get another, I'm going to get a few different shots. Hopefully there'll be a logo I can pick up for this. Pretty cool. Tier 6. Got a green signal now as well. Who's looking forward to seeing the East Coast Main Line? That is going to be cool. The project zone is like literally the full thing from Dundee to Edinburgh with the intercity HST. I mean, that is cool. So we'll work through these missions though first. We sort of get to know how to. Because again, I mean, the last trains I played was 2006, and the controls are very different to what we're used to. So it's good to sort of get used to this. Nice. 20 miles an hour up the gradient. That's 15 as well on the gradient. Ouch. Right, let's get back in the car. Actually, let's see where we're going. Where does it want us to go? Let's use this cool view here. Oh, maybe not in the tunnel. Once we're out the tunnel, maybe then we can do it. There we go. Oh, so where are we going then? Right, detach from train. Roaming camera. So we're going up here somewhere, right? Probably up here somewhere. Anyway, back to the train. Zoom in. Love that. I love the way you can do that. That's cool. Now speeding. We're gonna lose points. Oh, there you go. Not anymore. I knew the 20 was gonna start. So yeah, about to hit that 2.64% gradient, which is gonna be pretty nasty.
Bit of a problem.
Yeah, Rusty? What's that?
I was meant to collect some center beam flat cars on my way over.
So you
past
want us
Peabody,
to get it instead?
But I forgot.
Lazy bugger.
Really, Rusty? Sometimes I wonder how you're still a train driver. All right, newbie. Looks like you'll need to collect those center beams. I'll give you clear instructions when the time comes.
So I'm just trying to work out what the little like symbols mean. Like you can see sort of the little arrow symbols. I assume they sort of go via location, and then you've got the little dot up there. And maybe that's stop. Work out what it all is. Feels very much a bit like Clinchfield. Yeah, it sort of feels a bit like Clinchfield Railroad. This route, or sort of inspired by Clinchfield Railroad. Actually, if you don't know what Clinchfield Railroad is, classic American coal haulage route set in the Appalachians. And it's a route. Oh my god! Look at the wow! They're trying to drive across there. Gosh. Yeah, it feels a bit like Retrying Railroad, this route. Maybe that's sort of what it's inspired by. Through the Appalachians. I quite like this external cam. I mean, the cab view is cool, because, well, it's the cab view, but it's quite nice to see in the surrounding landscape as well. 20 miles an hour. As we head up. What's that little red bar mean? Yeah, what the red part means? Does that mean that bit's occupied? You've got a red light beforehand. Maybe that does mean it's occupied. Right, a bit of power as we are now hitting the gradient, and we are losing speed quite quickly, which is a little bit concerning. There you go, that's better.
Detector milepost 30.0. Main
Okay.
2, no.
Making our way to the top.
Repeat, no defect. Total
Defect.
axle.
Just get out. Axle. Oh, there she is. Called walk camera. Oh, that's cool. This is how we get a flyby shot. Whee. There's not in front of the train. I'm literally just walking alongside the train here.
Alright, ER.
Brilliant. Flyby shot. First train's flyby shot.
Line for the main. Back up.
That's cool though, isn't it? It's cool. Again, it's not meant to look photorealistic. It's not meant to. I suppose not. You know, like Unreal Engine, TSW. It's just a different graphics style. But it still looks really nice in its own way. I think was it so the other simulator game, Run 8. That's another sort of another train sim. I'm sure there's the yeah, the back. Yeah, the differences. Now let's get back in. Yeah, Run 8 I think it is. which I think looks a bit like this. Let's go in the wall camera. Oh no, not that one. Hang on, you got to be in the cab I think for it. Wait, we're out again. Walking alongside the train. Oh, we're going into the ballast here. There you go, flyby shot. Oh, I like this camera. It's like literally like watching the train, like train spotting camera. Look at that. Proper weathered, proper like it's all weathered as well. Look at that, stains and marks all over them. And from this angle, it's absolutely lovely. There's our fuel there on the back. Yeah, you can hear the difference with the GP38s to the GP40s. They do sound quite a bit different. Again, I don't know these locos in real life, so I don't know how they compare. And I assume the HSC will probably be Valenta as well. Maybe the headlights on the back. Oh well. Right. So again, M3B are small scale development. I thought they were quite sort of big.
I need you to pick up a few center beam cars up
Yeah,
ahead.
there are sort of a smaller development more based down in Australia. Not as big as other train sim developers in TC Delta. Funny coming out. Just up here then. Slowly taking the throttle off as we're still on the gradient at the moment. But I come to this sensor beam as well. Where are they then?
You've passed the signal at danger. You must stop when the signal is red.
Did we?
Unfortunately, that means your training ends here.
Oh, we failed. Did we? Hang on. Have we? It said to do... Oh, session failed. Oh dear. Reload. Let's see what it does. It might make us do it all over again. I wasn't paying attention to that. I just it said about... Oh, that's alright. We're just here. Was it then yellow? It says it's yellow on there. I feel like we would have seen if it was red. Hang on, it wasn't red, was it? Was it? Well, this isn't red. This is yellow. Hang on, let me quickly unmute that. I thought the music was going to end up playing. Yeah, this is... Yeah. Oh, maybe because I flicked the points. Yeah, just before we passed the signal, I tried flicking the points to the left to make sure they were set to the left. So maybe it, for some reason, it thought we then flicked it to the right, which then probably would have been a red light, essentially. That would be actually what happened. There you go, spad on trains by setting the points, trying to set the points the wrong way. Power to get up there. Yeah, that bit's like red, so I don't know if that means that section's occupied. So we could just check, couldn't we, if we go into the special cab. Right, come on. I like this. This is cool the way you can do this. Does it mean it's occupied? It would sort of be this section here, wouldn't it, down here? Oh yeah, there is a train there, so maybe that does mean it's occupied. Back to the train. Centre beam cars. Oh, speeding. Hang on. Don't speed. Right, back here again. Yeah, so I suppose we'll get this mission done, and then that'll be it for the first look. But yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. I sure have. It's been really cool. And again, this is just the start of TRAINZ Console. They've got a lot more planned. And yeah, with regards to PlayStation, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'd assume they probably would want to get it on there. But I suppose they might be just doing what, say, Dovetail Games did with TSW, is just get it on Xbox, see sort of what issues it has, see sort of how it does, and then put it onto the other platform. I think Xbox share is easier to sort of manage, and or Microsoft are a bit easier to deal with. Get all the brakes on. Go to the back, can't we?
All right, now reverse slowly and couple to the center beam
Hang on, they're going
cars.
to be like behind. Okay, right. Hang on. Yeah, we have to be a bit hill start here, otherwise we're going to... Oh yeah, we need to take that off. Yeah, that's coming off now. Why does that not allow me to... No, not that. I'll change the reverser. There we go. Let's take the train brake off, I think. Back to brake mode. Brake mode. Take that. Oh no, that off. Takes a bit of getting used to the controls. Oh, got the hang on. No, not that. Power. Right, points. Are they set? They are set. Good. Got a couple lots of those. They're going to be right at the back of the consist. Of the GP38. We probably should have the bell on, shouldn't we, at this point? Sneak over that village here.
Gonna be pretty tight there, Brett.
So again, just to sort of go over what you get with this. 4 different routes. So hang on, we need to slow down, get into brake mode. That's going to be a bit of a bang.
Very
That's too
nice.
smooth.
Continue up and over past Peabody and down into
The
Richmond
buffer's
Yard.
damaged.
There's an oncoming train and red signal up ahead.
Brilliant.
A red signal
Right.
means danger. It's not safe to enter the block ahead.
Yeah,
Now
okay.
apply the train brake and stop before the red
Right,
signal.
let's get back into the cab.
Signal
no, not
passed
that.
at danger, or SPAD, refers to a driver failing to stop before a red signal.
Yeah, we're kind of
If you
really
SPAD,
experienced
then there will
already.
be a review and you could be dismissed.
Oh, God.
Signals are very important to the railroad. Signals oversee specific segments of railroad track, also known as rail blocks or block sections.
Forward.
The block signals are crucial for maintaining safe distances between trains and effectively
balance.
managing railway traffic. Signals associated with these block sections indicate whether the block ahead is occupied or free. This dictates whether you should proceed, slow down, or stop. The
Okay.
track profile lets you see your train's position relative to any signals ahead, and also the current state of the signals you're approaching.
Yeah.
Wait until
sit
the
on
train
that.
has cleared the block section ahead. When the signal changes to green, you can proceed forward.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Who's driving that heavy freight train today?
Oh, hey, Miles. Yeah, that's the new train driver. They're doing pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with how they've handled the inclines around here.
Yeah.
Excellent. We need more top train drivers. I passed
Oh,
Rusty
nice.
on the way up. He said he was on his way to Richmond Yard.
Right.
Well, since he forgot to pick up the
further
flat
on.
cars on his run, I'd expect him to be there already. Hey, Miles, you got any advice for the newbie?
I think that
I
was
don't
the
have
red
much
there, but
advice,
it's the
other
crossing.
than be sure to blow your horn when you pass other trains.
Wee. Is that red? Well, I suppose because there's also a red signal, might also mean it's occupied on the track map. Right, let's get the bell off now. Let's get that. I've had enough of the bell. Right, come off now. Well, that's probably meant to be on for the crossing. There's the other train. I'll change to brake mode. What we got coming up here? A GP38, a GP40, or something completely different. That looks quite a bit different. Is that different, that one? What's that one? I'm sort of paying attention to the oh, it's changed now. Right, throttle. And let's go. In fact, no, what we can do, we can jump out of this one, can't we? What are you? Oh, it is quick. Not sure what that one is. That looks a lot older. Almost like a GP9 RN. I don't think it is though. Right, back to the train. Cool. Let's have a look at the train list again. Probably one of the ones I don't know. Not sure.
Make sure to watch your speed on this downhill section.
Dynamic brake. Oh my god, it's steep here. My dynamic brake is on. So long old missions on here. I mean, this has been what, an hour 10 already, and we're not even finished the second mission yet. So yeah, 4 missions per route, and we were going to go over what you get. Let's slow down. What you get on the game. So you've got 4 different routes. So you've got Coal Country, USA, which is what we're doing now. Which it probably is, feels a bit inspired by Flintshire Railroad. Oh yeah, I think this one's fictional. And then you've got west from Denver, USA, that says prototypical, so I assume that's sort of how it is in real life. East Coast, the Scottish East Coast Main Line from Edinburgh to Dundee, prototypical, so that's in the UK, up in Scotland. That's a long old route. I mean, Dundee to Edinburgh is what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? And then you've got Burnsdale to Orbost in Australia, which is another prototypical route. So there's lots to be getting on with. Yeah, it says, was it? Yeah, 16 game. Oh yeah, 4 unique gameplay sessions per route. Yeah, and in future they want to add that TLR mode, which sounds a bit similar to sort of TSW service mode. Sort of jump in, drive the train to a schedule, etc. So yeah, there's lots of ambition for this game. And again, it's only a smallish developer as well, and it's very community-focused trains. So on PC, for example, you've got loads of different community-made routes. It's a very community-focused game. It's a fairly tight-knit community. Richmond Yard, that's where we're driving to, and I assume that's probably where this one ends, I guess. Yeah, that will then be our first look of TRAINZ World Tour, TRAINZ Simulator World Tour on the Xbox Series X, but there'll be more to come, so keep an eye out on the channel. And again, I will leave a link for Paul's channel, TRAINZ Simulator Driver, who again very kindly sort of offered me to contact, or sort of, yeah, offered me the contact so that I could contact N3B. So thanks to Paul, and also thanks to Paul from N3V. Yeah, so there'll be plenty more to come. Here's a question for Paul from M3V if he's watching. Photo mode. Will that be a thing in future? Is it a thing on PC? So you get some nice photos. I know, and yeah, the other question was PlayStation. Will this come to PlayStation?
Well done. It's all pretty flat for the rest of the way.
Nice, we're doing alright. We can go up to 30 in a second. So again, just going over the controls to square. No, X is to go between the reverser and throttle. Fairly straightforward. And then Y is to go between the brakes. And to apply them, it's the right trigger, and to release them, it's the was it right bumper, right trigger? You go between those two. There you go, got up to 30 now, so we'll change the power mode.
CR207, stop over.
Got a 5 mile per hour limit coming up. Hang on, is that? No, I think that's a mile post. I see 5 and 6. A bit fast across there. Let's go in the walking mode again. There we go. Bye shot. So quite a long train now. So yeah, make our way to Richmond Yard. And again, you have to work your way through the routes to sort of get on to the next one. So we've got 2 more missions of this one, then we'll probably be going on to the UK route.
I'm very impressed with how you've managed to handle this heavy freight train
Thank you very
today.
much, mate.
I think you've got a bright future ahead of you being a train driver.
Oh, that's nice. Right, let's
That
get back
said,
in.
the job isn't over. Follow the nav points into the yard. I've made sure all the junctions are set correctly.
That's nice, yeah. Yeah, let's really look at this. So this is the, yeah, this must be the east. Was it the east, east sort of the coal route? Oh, hang on, no, further up. Further up, further up, further up. So, was it that one? Was it our right bumper? Oh, I can't remember how we detached from the train again. Hang on, right bumper. I might not let us actually as we're coming into here. But you can see, there's the route map there. So it's a long old route. We've come from Peabody, so that's taken us a fairly long time. Right, dynamic brake. How did we start here? Did we start here? I feel like that we started here. We've done like a big sort of run. What's that loco there? GP nurse? It's different now. Is that GP9? It's GP9 RM, maybe. Again, only that it said on the little list of trains at GP38 and GP40, and it said many more as well. An hour come out. Cool. And again, 24th of October this comes out. You can pre-order now, £33.49 on your Series S and X. So not on PlayStation. And of course if you're on PC, well, TRAINZ is on PC. Has been for many years.
Milepost 10.1. Main 1. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 330 out.
And I'm always happy to support, you know, simulators, well, especially train simulators. And having another one on console is, well, superb.
Roll on into the yard and park the train in line with that loader over there.
But what's everyone's thoughts so far? What are you thinking about this game? A yay or nay? And of course we haven't got onto the UK route yet, so, you know, give it some time until we get onto that. What do you think of this so far? Is it your cup of tea? Hopefully we can maybe actually complete the game or get it through the whole 16 missions before it comes out, and you can sort of see each different thing as we go about it. I'm interested in the HST though. That's although the steam train. I wonder if is that going to be hard to drive? Is that going to be quite advanced or fairly straightforward? We've got 4 stars at the moment. I assume 4,000 for when we get 5,000, which is 5-star, maybe. Well, we did apparently go past the red signal, I think, because we changed the points at the last second. So I didn't like that. Train brake. Yeah, thanks again to Paul and Paul. Here we go. Oh yeah, management multiplayer on here. Because multiplayer is on the PC version, so maybe that may be a feature for console. That would be cool. I'm really looking forward to what UK routes people, or sort of what UK routes are on trains.
I'm impressed you made it back on your own.
Oh,
well done.
we did it.
Yeah, you might just be getting the hang of this train driving thing. Nice work. Head home for the day, and tomorrow we can break down the cars for pickup.
So that'll be the next scenario. There we go. Well, that is going to be it. Yeah, session 2, complete driving on your own. Yeah, that's going to be it for our first look of TRAINZ World Tour on Xbox Series X. In the next video, we'll basically just continue on from where we are now on the this route. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, thanks to Paul and Paul, Train Simulator Driver, for getting me in contact with N3V. So yeah, be able to show this off. Again, comes out on the 24th of October. You'll see plenty of gameplay from myself and I'm sure Train Simulator Driver. And so up until that time, and I'm sure after that time. But yeah, that was quite fun. And yeah, very much the beginnings of Trains on console, which I'm sure is going to have a bright future. Links to usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. I'll also leave a link for the Trains website as well, so if you sort of see what it's all about, what other routes are on Trains, but it's on the PC bits. So yeah, I'll leave links below. See you all.